Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome back to the Rivercats Dynasty as we continue SEC play here. This is a doubleheader episode, 5-2 overall, and we are 4-1 in conference, and we are in the top 25, sitting here at 5-2, but we did lose last week to Metropolis after being ranked in the top 25 for the first time. Now, this is a big episode because J.J. Hollinson comes back from injury. Now, my running game has not been great so far this season. I'm expecting Hollinson to hit the ground running, to be honest. He's been practicing the last couple of weeks. He looks good when he gets the ball. His burst is there, and I think that his strained oblique will be all right. And we'll see how that goes here in this first matchup versus a really good Auburn team. Auburn, I think, was a little bit overrated going into this season, but I guess we can't take any team lightly here in the SEC. But I want to just give some more reps to Joe Bashai. He has shown that he can play, especially with Jamari Tyson getting hurt last week. He's definitely going to need to step up, and I still can't trust Jabari Blaze. I mean, he just fumbles the ball, and it's just not reliable. It's just not healthy for drives to be sustainable, and honestly, it can cost us games. Now, J.J. Taylor is coming off of a 4-sack game. He has 5 sacks now, which lead the team, and we're getting after the quarterback more than we ever have. Bryant Britt has 3 interceptions also to lead our team. We have 6 as a team total. Now, Matt Johnson is the quarterback for Auburn. He is a pure pocket passer, but if we get pressure on him, I think we can force him into mistakes. He only has 2 interceptions on the year, but his receiving core isn't the greatest, and that's why I think that we can maybe force him into mistakes. They do have a pretty good running back in Kyle Hill. He's 5'8", so he's going to fit through some tiny holes, and then he will have some good bursts with him too. He doesn't have elite speed, but like I said, their receiving core isn't the greatest. Their best receiver is a freshman at 76 overall. He leads them. And then looking at their defensive backs, they do have a pretty good cornerback here in Cedric Smith. He has 5 interceptions, which is one of the top in the nation. So let's hop into this top 25 matchup once again. Every team that we're going to face pretty much in the SEC is going to be top 25. But right now, every SEC team is beating up on each other, and that's kind of how this season has gone. So Gunnar Johnson comes back out at quarterback after a 4-interception game last week, and he tries to scramble out, and he's sacked already on the first drive. That's Roger Wheatley. Remember, Auburn usually always has a really good defensive line. So 3rd and 15, quick throw. It's Gonzalvo. He's got it. Gain of 16 for him. First down, move the chains. So Gunnar Johnson is kind of approaching that 50-50 mark with touchdowns and interceptions after that big interception game last week, but I still have high hopes for him. He's played exceptional so far this season, to be honest, and he's a big improvement over Phoenix Frazier last year, I got to admit, because we can throw the ball down the field. But this game is all about Hollinson. You can see that big run up the middle. He picks up the first down and sets us up across the 50. As now here's Johnson, quick throw. He's got Zane Storm open, 12 yards. I think that Storm's starting to run routes a little better, and let's see what he does here in this game. So now line up in field goal range. Johnson throws across to the right side. It's Chris Whiteside who's got room, and he gets to about the 13-yard line, gain of 9. So once again, line up in this tights formation. A little different look this time, but Wilson throws to the end zone, and he is going to miss. Ethan Andrews, who is tied for the most receiving touchdowns on the season, I believe. And that brings it to a 3rd and 8. This time, Gunnar Johnson moves to the right. He's going to try to take it himself to the first down marker and get stopped 3 yards short. This is a situation where Coach J usually goes for it, and he will. J.J. Hollinson is healthy. We got to give it to the fella. 4th and 3. Handoff. Hollinson, he's in. Touchdown. 7 yards out. You got to love J.J. Hollinson. He is the most explosive back I've had, and honestly, he could end up being the most explosive back I've had in both series, this one and the Whitetails, as here is Hill back out on offense for the first time this game, and we're at Auburn Hills. It's going to be a tough game. Kyle Hill, 27 yards right up the middle. So here, 2nd and 10 this time. Johnson from the pocket throws to the sideline, and he's got Rivas, who looks like a tackle playing tight end that time, number 69 as well. First down. So now they're into field goal range. Johnson, delayed handoff. Hill finds some room, showing some patience, and still on his feet, and maybe got away with the face mask. That's Odin Blue on the tackle. Another first down. So here's Auburn showing some good balance here on this first drive. Here getting it to a 3rd and goal. Johnson from the pocket. Let's see this just contain him. Throw to left side, and it's almost picked off. Cyrus Hovick should have had that one. That's one you got to take advantage of, especially if you want to remain on the field. He's just a true freshman. So they settle for 3, but here's Hollinson getting going on the next drive. A big hole, 13 yards. Anybody could have ran through that one. And he's already at 50 yards rushing so far in this game. So we lose 5 yards on first down, bringing it to a 2nd and long. This time Johnson moves to left side, not trying to force anything this game, and he takes it to the left side, gain of 7, and that brings it to a manageable 3rd and 8. So Hollinson remains on the field here. Play action fake, wide open is Gonzalvo. He's got the first down a little bit more. He throws a stiff arm, and he makes it to about the 39-yard line, gain of 21. First down here for the senior tight end. So now Jamal Wilson checks into the game. We're going to give it off to Hollinson, though. And look at him. He's got the power pushing forward, gain of 8. He's going to get a heavy dose in this game. So he remains in this game for a 2nd and 2. 3 wide receivers out there and a tight end. Quick throw across the middle, and it's going to be picked off. And that is picked off by Larson. Eric Klug was the intended target. Gunnar Johnson has just been cold. I don't know what it's been, but his throws have not been accurate. And that was an easy one. He was wide open over the middle, and Klug could have had maybe even a touchdown if he broke a tackle, but instead it's a turnover. So hopefully turnovers don't kill us this game as Johnson keeps it on the read option. And remember, he's just a pocket passer, so we actually want him to run the ball and force these turnovers if he fumbles. So now they get it across the 50-yard line here for a 3rd and 6 draw play. Williams stopped before the first down marker. Odin Blue, he's as sure tackler as you can get. He and Jake Braun are, as they line up to go for it here. 4th and 1. Handoff. Hill, he's got it. First down up the middle. Eddie McMack on the tackle. And now they move the chains. They're up just about in field goal range. So here's Johnson now. 2 backs in the backfield. He throws across the middle. He's got Phillips, who beats Bryant Britt, the All-American. Touchdown. 30 yards for his first touchdown pass of the game. 4 of 7, 55 yards. And it's 10-7 Auburn. So here's Johnson backing onto the field. Let's see if he can throw the ball accurately on this drive. That's a nice throw to Chris Whiteside. His 2nd catch of the game goes for a first down. So Storm is lined up in the slot. We actually have him in the slot in a couple of packages now as we throw across the middle, wide open, Joe Bashai. A lot of room. He puts on a move, puts on another one, and gets inside the 20. Gain of 33 for the running back, and it's a first down. I really like Joe Bashai. He's a sophomore. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. So here's Hollinson this time. He hands the ball off, or that's Gunnar Johnson who hands the ball off to Hollinson. It's a gain of 2. So 3rd and 4 as this second quarter does wind down. 40 seconds left before halftime. Hollinson runs through 2 defenders and falls at the 1. Ran over 2 safeties at the same time. He's at 75 yards rushing. So now at the 1 as this clock does wind down. Quick throw, and it's picked off by Larson. We should have ran the ball. That was just a bonehead call. Reminds you of that Seattle Super Bowl versus the Patriots where they threw the ball on the 1, and we throw an interception going into halftime. Just a bonehead coaching decision. So now to start out the second half, we do start out at least with the ball, but we could have started out with the ball and the lead if we would have ran it with JJ. What were we thinking? So Wilson checks into the game now. Read option. Wilson's got it. He cuts up field. Oh, we could have pitched it to Storm that time, but we didn't want to risk a turnover on that one, maybe a fumble, but it's a first down. So we move the chains now. Hollinson in the game. Let's see what Wilson does. He throws to a wide open Storm. Nice little throw that time in the middle of the zone. 18 yards for Zane Storm. First down. So we eventually do get it inside the 5. Here's Hollinson. We're going to hand it off to him this time. Be smart. Touchdown. Hollinson's in, and he's got 2 touchdowns on the day, and that makes it 14-10. So here is Johnson under center this time. He's got a fullback in the backfield. He's going to hand it off, and that's Hill, who gets by Odin Blue somehow and picks up another little block that time on the outside. Bryant Britt tries to run him down. He tries to push him out of bounds, but he's going to take it the distance. It's a touchdown. 75 yards for Kyle Hill. Wow. Just like that, in a blink of an eye, it's 17-14, and now our offense is right back out onto the field. So here's Hollinson, who's running the ball well, almost at 100 yards here in his debut comeback from injury. And that gets it to about the 50. Another read or actually a power option this play. Jamal Wilson takes it. And it's 4 yards. You rarely see that play. We went under center with Jamal Wilson. So here's Hollinson this time, fighting forward. And we're just going to keep feeding him the ball. It seems like he's healthy now, as he has 17 carries this time, 6 yards per carry. So we do eventually pick up that first down here. 1st and 10. Johnson back in the game. He's going to try to scramble and throws at the last second. And he's got Stephen Ford. Stephen Ford is one of the most underrated guys on this team, to be honest. I really like what he does. He barely drops passes as well. So now down by 3 to start this 4th quarter. Throw to the right side. Stephen Ford, he's got it. Nice block by Storm. Touchdown. 26 yards out. Gunnar Johnson throws his first touchdown pass of the game after 2 interceptions. And, man, he's got 6 in his last 2 games. But look at that block by Storm. Oh, may have got away with a little push in the back, but it's a no call. And now it's 21-17. So here is Hill. He's been running the ball well, and honestly, he's the only reason they're still in this game. He's got 177 yards rushing. So now here at about the 45, handoff. Hill gets the left side. He gets run down by Dominique Edwards, but it's a gain of 6. Edwards has really been really good in the running game, and I'm surprised he hasn't gotten much sacks this season, but he's been really good stopping the run. So Hill on a third and 4, screen pass, and it's Jake Braun. You're not getting around Jake Braun, especially with his size, tackling a 5'8" running back. Is now 4th and 7. They're going to go for this here. Johnson, we send the pressure. He throws short, and he's got Hill. And Hill somehow runs over Brian York for the first down. Wow, Brian York was a little patient on that one. I don't know why he didn't approach him and get the tackle. So now here is Williams, the backup running back, stuck in the hole and breaks out of it, and he's going to break free. He gets tackled at the 1. You've got to be kidding me. The CPU has been cheesing us lately. And look at this. I mean, look at that. I mean, he just breaks through, getting blocked that time by a defender. The defender was getting blocked, somehow broke through 3 defenders, and still broke in. Another carry. Look at this. Touchdown. Look at this stiff arm. Derek Bamaya just got destroyed. I have no idea what's going on in this game. It's 24-21. So now here is Gunnar Johnson. Does he have one little drive left in him? Throw across the middle. It's Storm. He's got it. Room to run. He tries to spin. Hit for a gain of 32. He's tackled across the 50. First down. And now we have about 3 minutes left here in this game. We're going to just try to run this clock. Hollinson carry up the middle. He's got it. Gain of about 6 yards. But we have to get the first down here as we line up here for a 3rd and 5. This time Johnson. He's the more accurate passer out of the 2 quarterbacks. He's going to take it himself. Nice block. And he picks up the first down. The reason why I have Gunnar Johnson in, and you guys may question this a little bit, is because he is a little more accurate thrower of the football. Even though he's thrown more interceptions, Jamal Wilson sometimes just sails some passes, and it can result in some big-time interceptions. But Gunnar Johnson in the game at quarterback now. Johnson throws wide open. Hollinson. He's going to take it in. It's a touchdown. We actually thought about falling down at about the 1 or 2 yard line that time, but why risk it? If we have the touchdown there to take the lead, you have to take it. It's Hollinson. He gets in. And Auburn has all 3 timeouts left. 1 minute, 17 seconds left to win this game. They have to get into the end zone. So here is Johnson this time, trying to take off. He's not getting away. Eddie McMack playing some great contained defense. His 2nd sack of the game. The senior is having himself a great year. So now 2nd and long. Throw down the right sideline. It's Phillips. He gets open, beating the freshman Brenton Jackson. Brenton Jackson's gotten beat quite a bit. I think that he and DJ Durrell are going to have to kind of duke it out for that position next year. We'll have to see on the right side of the defense. So here's Blankenship this time. 14 yards. And now they're in the field goal range, but they need 6. So 1st and 10, draw play. Nice little tackle in the backfield. That's Dominique Edwards, the true freshman. Brian York was also there. So now 3rd and 12. Another screen pass. It's not going to work. And that is J.J. Taylor on the stop. And now 4th and 13. They have 1 timeout left. They're going to just try to hurry this up to the line. They might like the personnel. Johnson from the pocket. Throws deep into double coverage. And it's knocked down. Ja'Cory Reed on the deflection. And that one should do it here. And that will be a great win on the road versus Auburn. we kind of took them lightly. I said before this game, I didn't think Auburn was that good. They were kind of overrated, but we end up getting the win, and by really the skin of our teeth. I mean, just look at this game. Gunnar Johnson, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, more turnovers. We got to cut that down. Now, Hollinson in his comeback from injury was phenomenal. He had 2 touchdowns on the ground, 5.4 yards per carry, also had a touchdown receiving, and he's not even known for having good hands. Zane Storm leads us with 4 catches, 72 yards. We only had 1 drop as a team. That is what I like to see. But Eddie McMack really had a good game. He had 2 sacks. Brenton Jackson had an interception in this game. Brian York had a few tackles as well. But then Kyle Hill, another running back, is going to run all over us. I mean, this has been our kind of our Achilles heel once we get into conferences, once we get in conference play where these teams can actually run the ball. We've been struggling. So now let's just look at week 9 here across the SEC. Looking at LSU, they beat Tulsa State. Ole Miss continues to win. Alabama loses to Penn State, but it was out of conference. Missouri loses out of conference. Georgia beats Florida. I have no idea what's going on with those 2 teams. They are not doing well. And Metropolis keeps winning. They won 45-28 versus Rocky Mountain State. Now, in week 10, we face Navy. They are 5-2, still in the MAC conference. But honestly, whoever wins the MAC is going to get promoted into the SEC. And I don't know who's going to get demoted, because right now, Arkansas and even Tulsa State is doing bad. And remember, they've had top 10 recruiting classes pretty consistently throughout this dynasty. So I'm surprised to see them doing as bad as they are in their first year in the SEC. Now, Navy likes to traditionally run this triple option, but I don't think they're running this triple option anymore. Let's just see here in this matchup, as we are number 20 in the nation after that win. And we only moved up 5 spots, but I'll still take it. We're still in the top 25. So here is Gunnar Johnson starting out with a quick throw across the middle, and he's got Stephen Ford with some room as well. Gain of 9, first down. I'm hoping for a clean game from Gunnar Johnson this time. He threw 6 interceptions in the last 2 games. Here's another nice throw across the middle, and that's Ethan Andrews who gets going in the passing game. Gain of 20 yards for him. So now across the 50, we line up with 5 wide. Quick throw. Whiteside's got it. Room to run to about the 20-yard line. I love what this freshman does. He's going to be dynamic here in the future, and he's had a couple of big games so far. So inside the 10-yard line, Gunnar Johnson still at quarterback. He moves to the right side. He may have had Andrews, but he's going to take it himself. And he gets tackled at about the 1. And Gunnar Johnson's shaken up. That's been kind of a story here this season. Both quarterbacks have been hurt at some point. So now here's a handoff, this time at the 1. Hollinson walks in. That's an easy one. Touchdown. We start out this game 7-0. Nice little opening drive. So we are at home. I hate playing at Navy because they play really tough, but it looks like they're starting out here in the shotgun. Simmons from the pocket. He gets sacked, and it looks like he may have tripped over his offensive lineman, so I'm not sure who got credit for that sack, and we get the punt. So here is Johnson back onto the field. Quick throw across to the deep portion of the field, the deep third, and wow, he was wide open. That was Whiteside, I believe that was, and we just missed one. So now this drive continues here. 2nd and 10. Johnson throws, and it's picked off. That was just a bad throw. That was our fault. Gunnar Johnson throws his 7th interception in 3 games. It has just been ugly, and Navy ends up capitalizing off of that, scoring on that drive. It's 7-7 now. So Johnson, I just want to see a clean little drive here. I just need to get his confidence back up. Deep shot. Whiteside goes up and gets it. Gain of 41. Nice little pitch and catch that time. That freshman is really, really impressive. So now we get it to about the 30-yard line this time. Wilson's in the game. Quick throw. And that's what I'm talking about. That was an easy toss to Stephen Ford. And sometimes he just misses those throws. A lot more than Gunnar Johnson does. I think Gunnar Johnson, we just try to force it sometimes. Jamal Wilson just pretty much, his incompletions are not even close. So we do settle for 3 on that drive. Here is Myrick getting the catch on the right side. He's got room and a nice block downfield. We're not going to catch him, I don't think. Oh, no, Eddie McMack will run him down. Corey Myrick, gain of 65. He just ran out of gas on that one. And now they get inside the 10. So here is Navy. Handoff. Hill takes it to the right side, runs over a defender and gets to about maybe the 2. That's maybe a gain of 1, maybe a loss of 1. I couldn't tell. So now at about the 2 here. Simmons, 3rd and goal from the pocket. He tries to move, and he's sacked. And that is going to be a sack by Jonathan Thousand. He is one of our most athletic defensive linemen. He gets his first sack of the game. It's 10-10. So here's Johnson this time. Has options. He stays there, throws across the middle. He's got Whiteside, who can't break the tackle. If he would have broke that one, he could have been gone. It's a gain of 27, his 3rd catch of the game. He's at 86 yards. So now set up across the 50 this time. Johnson moves to the left side. He's probably going to take it himself, and he does. And he dives forward, gain of 8. First down for Gunnar Johnson. And now that sets us inside of field goal range. Under 2 minutes left here in the first half. Quick throw to left side. It's Eric Klug who's got it. And he gets upfield. Gain of 7 for him. And now that gets us to about the 20-yard line as Gunnar Johnson is from the shotgun. He had maybe a man open across the seam, up the seam, and he gets sacked. It's still loose. And Navy falls on it. Wow, if we're not throwing interceptions, we're fumbling the ball away. And Navy takes back over after that turnover. So here is Simmons backing onto the field. Quick throw to Anderson. Touchdown. And Navy takes the lead. A 15-yard strike by John Simmons. And with that one, he actually has the school record in touchdown passes. And actually, you know, Navy isn't running that triple option, so it's not really that hard to believe. So here is Gonzalvo getting going on the next drive as we start the 3rd quarter. And Johnson, he looks, I mean, that's what he is. That's what he's been the entire year, to be honest. As now Johnson moves to the right side, throws to the sideline. Whiteside again, gain of 17. That one puts him well over 100 yards. That's his 5th catch of the game. So now Johnson from the pocket. He's going to throw to the end zone. He's got Whiteside, and he drops an easy one. That was a perfect touch pass by Johnson, but Whiteside just drops it. So now 3rd and 11. Johnson throws to left side. He's got Whiteside again, who spins forward. Gain of 18. Whiteside has been busy. He's got a career-high 160 yards in this one. First down. So we do get it inside the 5 now. Handoff Hollinson, and he's in. Touchdown. This game is tied up. Every single game has been close this year. We have not blown out anybody, really. And now it's 17 up. So here is Navy. Simmons from the pocket. He's going to have all day. He's got options, but he's going to run out. But he throws it the last second. He's got Scott. A lot of room. Oh, my goodness. 16 yards. We had him for the sack that time. He gets rid of it just in time. So here is Simmons now from the pocket. Quick throw, and it's picked off. That's Jake Braun. He's going to take it. He's got speed. Nobody's catching him. Pick 6. Touchdown. Jake Braun. And wow, we just read the quarterback's eyes on that one. Simmons thought he had a man open, and from his angle, it may have looked like this guy was wide open, but Jake Braun just makes a spectacular play on the ball. Let's just look at it from the quarterback's perspective. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even look like a defender's there at first, and he just jumps in front of it. 24-17. So here is Navy back on an offense, trying to run the option, and that's Simmons tackling the backfield. Dominique Edwards having himself a great season so far in his freshman year. To 2nd and 14, trying to take it again. Another stop. Dominique Edwards, he's been dominant stopping the run. That's 2 tackles in a row in the backfield. Another loss of 4. So Simmons now, draw play, tackled in the backfield. Eddie McMack. Maybe the most underrated guy on this defense, to be honest. Another tackle for loss. They settle for the field goal, and this one's wide to the right. That's what happens when you make those tackles for loss. You just knock them out of field goal range. And now we start the 4th quarter with a touchdown lead. We can maybe seal this game up with a nice drive. So here is Stephen Ford. A nice throw across the middle, and that's Jamal Wilson making that one. Stephen Ford's got 3 catches in this game. So Hollinson in the game at running back. Running a little bit of option, it looks like. Here, giving it to Hollinson. He gets the left side. He's got speed too. And he gets to the edge. Pushed out of bounds. Gain of 16. That's the thing that Hollinson does. He has that burst to just stretch out those 7-yard gains into maybe 15, 16-yard gains. Here's another carry out to left side. Hollinson gets hit hard at the 5, but holds on to it. It's a gain of 10. So Wilson still remains in the game. Handoff, Hollinson, touchdown. 1 yard out, that was easy. He walked in. And now a 14-point lead. You got to think this one should be the game. As here comes Navy back out onto the field here, but they have 5 minutes left. quick score and maybe a stop. They're in it. So here is Simmons off his back foot, throws to Anderson at tight end, breaks a tackle, breaks another one, picks up a first down, and a flag. It looks like it's going to be a horse collar face mask on that one, and now they're set up with another extra 15 yards. So Simmons this time under center now. 4 minutes, 50 seconds left. Draw play. Bratton throws a stiff arm. Gets to about maybe the 7-yard line. Gain of 7. And now they get it to about the 7-yard line, 2nd and 3. Running the tight end in motion. It's Edwards. Let's see if they hand it off. They don't. They throw it to the end zone. It's picked off Brian Britt. His 4th interception of the season. I predicted 10 for him this season. I thought that was definitely a wishful thought, but still. I mean, Brian Britt, he's been dominant. He's given up a couple big plays, but when I say couple, I literally mean 2 maybe. And now we come back out in garbage time, giving the ball off to Hollinson, trying to seal this game up. And he picks up 14 yards. Want to continue to give him the ball because you want to be safe with him as well, not give him too many carries. He did just come back from injury, but here he is. He wants to keep getting the ball, and he seems to be fresh. His stamina is not even – he's not even tired. I mean, he is just amazing coming back from injury. As here's Hollinson again, another big carry, running over the safety, picking up the first down, and now Navy starts to use those timeouts. Look at that. Coach J in the polka dot hoodie on the sideline. So here's Hollinson. Big time hole inside the 5. This is just what he does. He wears down defenses. You can see everybody that's trying to tackle him, they're getting ran over. Hollinson inside the 5. That one seals it up. 3 yards out. Touchdown Hollinson. This guy is on a tear, and we win the game, this time by 3 scores. 4 touchdowns on the ground. That's 6 on the ground in the last 2 games. He had 1 through the air last game as well. That's 7 total touchdowns. This guy, this is the reason why he was predicted to be probably the biggest impact player on this squad going into this season by Kirk Herbstreit. I mean, this guy is just a tank. He wears defenses down in the 4th quarter. He starts out hot as well. Chris Whiteside had 7 receptions for 171 yards. That is his career high. He stole the show at receiver. And once again, 1 drop by our receiving core. That is what I like to see. If we do that, we will win games. It's crucial that we do not drop passes in crucial situations. And especially coming up the next couple of games, Ole Miss and Mississippi State is going to be very tough. Both of them have top 5 rushing offenses. Desmond Edwards had 5 tackles. He had an amazing game. And then Jake Braun and Brian Britt both get interceptions. Our secondary isn't playing bad, but at times we do kind of struggle a little bit. But that game, it was pretty good. So we move up to number 17 in the nation after that win. But this week we play TAMU, who is actually unranked. But they are 4-1 in conference. This is the battle for first place. So hopefully we keep this good play up and we keep winning here in conference, bouncing back after that Metropolis loss. So next week, TC3 should be coming back as well. And then Hollinson is still on the injury report. Tyson is out for 1 more week, probably 2 more weeks because that's how it usually goes. So let's just see how this goes into this matchup. Battle for first place. Hit subscribe, hit that like button, stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah, they filling out these job applications. Life got hard after high school graduation. I went to college and your boy got financial aid. They gave me money, then I went and bought a pair of J's. And I bought a pair of shades. And I bought a new computer. Had $400 left, spent the rest on